before.
All right. Good morning, beautiful people. How is everyone doing? Let me know in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear. If you can see my screen, just give me a 111 or thumbs up or something, so I know everything is good. Should be. Yes. All right. Good. So, let's start this this morning session with, of course, reviewing the price swaps from last week, and of course, taking a look at the charts if we maybe have some good price swaps for today. All right. For me personally, it was a pretty good start of the week. I know Christophe, who is also on the call, also had a very good start of the week. Found the split screen, but okay, amazing. Finally. But yeah, we had some interesting price drops at the beginning of the week. Also, the price was from done for the month. All right, that's great. Yeah, we had a lot of good price drops also from last week. By the way, the price drops that I gave out on Wednesday did some good things. Okay, and that's what we're gonna go over right now. So, very first thing, for if you're pretty new here, or this is the first time you're watching a morning session or watching the recording, I know the people on the call are already on the calls almost every single week, so they know what's going on here. But for the people who are watching the recording, well, it's pretty simple what we're looking for. We want to trap the market in between a high and a low, and then simply wait till one of these two breaks. All right, so if we break to the upside, we want to wait for the retest to then buy. If we break to the downside, we want to wait for the retest to then sell. I remember this one. I told you guys I want to see the price coming above these highs, like sweep it out of here and then start dropping. That's exactly what we've seen. We saw the 1 hour candle close. We saw the 30-minute candle engulfing candle together with a 1 hour engulfing candle, and then we had the 50-minute engulfing candle also. There is one thing that really holded me back with these ideas, and that was, if you guys can remember, FOMC. Mr. Powell has been speaking then at 8 p.m. in the evening. Let me just go back to Wednesday. There we go. 8 p.m. We had the FOMC and the FOMC press conference. And yeah, the market did some shaky things. Not really a direction. The market basically just sticked to their prices, not really started dropping massively or started doing strange things. It just shoot it up, shoot it down, and that's it. So basically, if you would be reacting right over here just before the news, you guys should know that it's not a good idea to react just before the news. then you would definitely have a stop loss here during the FOMC event. Okay. Of course, I personally did not react on that one. What was very interesting to see is that after the FOMC, like you can see, we had a massive rejection with a 1 hour candle engulfing. Also, the 30-minute was massively engulfing, and the 15-minute was also massively engulfing. So we did get some beautiful bearish price action here that could point us in the direction of the downside. And like you can see, even the 5-minute time frame broke structure. We broke that low, came back for that retest into the inverted imbalance, and then the market just dropped like crazy. Okay, so yeah, direction was good. Entry a little bit difficult with the news. Personally, I did not react. I think this is obvious because of the news. But it's just good to see how beautiful the market was respecting this breakout and retest to the downside. Okay, so good. That was for 80 Canadian. If we go further into that, this was a trade from yesterday, just to show you what I was looking for, what I've taken. We got this breakout of support. I told on the session, like, guys, watch out. We have these equal lows. Probably market is gonna sweep these out and then give us a drop. It wasn't the most exciting drop. It wasn't the massive downtrend like we have seen on 80 Canadian, but we did get some good profits here. For me personally, that was a 1 on 3 that you could take out of this. Okay, so good. That's for 80 Canadian. Just gonna go over what I'm also looking at since the price levels that I shared on the private session yesterday. And this is also ADJPY broke up to the upside, waiting for the retest, but I will come back on that one later. Same thing for ADNZD. We did have this beautiful price struck. We broke out, so we are waiting for a retest over there. Same exact thing. No, on AD USD. Yeah, we got the beautiful breakout retest. Like you can see, we broke above the highs. This was a price trap. We got the retest, and boom, market shooted up. It's just I'm just showing you these things over and over again to give you the trust and the belief in the strategy, because in my opinion that's a very important thing, the belief you have in your own strategy and trust you have in your own strategy. And by showing you this, it will build that confidence, it will build that belief. Okay, because if you do not believe in your strategy, or you do not trust your strategy, you're probably gonna doubt to react on it. You're probably gonna use strange risk management, if you get what I mean. So that's why I just keep showing you this. Plant this in your mind, that it happens time and time again. And if you have a stop loss, it's just part of the game. Like you can see here on Canadian CHF, market broke out, came back for the retest, did give us good price action, but didn't drop. All right, so we didn't have that sell, what we were looking for. Of course, a little bit higher. We did get some good price action there to drop it. Like you guys know, once we break the structure to the opposite direction, it is invalid. Okay. So yeah, CAT CHF was pretty simple, just a stop loss. Like you guys know, I'm very transparent in these kind of things. I don't understand if people are hiding the true colors of their strategy. Okay, so then we have Euro Canadian. It was also a pretty nasty one, a pretty hard one. Personally, I took profit on this one. I gave this one on Thursday during the session. I was like, whoa, this one is getting ready live. Beautiful educational example. And what I was looking for was pretty simple. Let's just replay this. It went very fast. I remember, but I will tell you in a moment. So what have we seen? We saw the market creating this morning star, 30-minute time frame. What was the 30 doing here? Also creating a kind of morning star, a little less clear here. And then we also had the engulfing 2 times on the 15-minute time frame. So all time frames were showing us that direction. I was personally focused on this point of structure to get broken. It broke, came back, and right over here, like you can see, five minutes before 9, it was live on my morning session. We got this entry here. But I remember this so good. I was like, nah, let's wait a little bit. Let's just see what the market will do with this level. Or it was the 1 hour candle close, what I was waiting for. Can we close above that wick? Yes or no? That was the big question I had. The market did close above that wick, but like you can see, in less than 1 minute, we really shoot it like crazy to the upside. It did give us a good 1 on 3 opportunity here. All right, like 45 pips. Like you can see, this was the opportunity of the, or this was the reaction I personally went for. Okay. Um, good. We did went lower, so if you missed out on this move here, you did have the opportunity right over here, but I think this will end up in or this ended up in a stop loss. Let me check. Nah, not really the best price action here. So we don't really have an engulfing on the 1 hour. 30-minute time frame also not even giving us a tweezer bottom here. So this could be signs. This could be like, also not a 15-minute engulfing on this low. So yeah, if I would be there, I personally didn't watch it anymore, but if I would be there, I wouldn't be reacting. Also, 5-minute time frame wasn't clear. We didn't have a clear high or a clear low that we could work with. So yeah, that was for Euro Canadian. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. I'm here to help you as good as possible. Like you guys know, I'm repeating this over and over again, but I will always be doing my best to give you the best feedback I can give you with the knowledge I have gained in the past 8 years. Yeah, it's already 8 years, something like that. 2018, 7 years, 7 years. 2026 will be 8 years that I'm in these markets. Good. Then we have Euro JPY. Market breaks out, comes back for the retest beautifully, coming back to that demand zone. I really love to see these kind of things. 1 hour time frame was pretty hard because we didn't really have an engulfing candle, but the 30-minute showed us the morning star. The 15-minute time frame did exactly the same thing by giving us the engulfing candle. And if we then go to that 5-minute time frame, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, of course. Market was creating these highs. It was a little risky because not the clearest highs, of course, but we got the breakout and retest of that structure. And the market just did a beautiful run to the upside. All right. Even if you just went for the people who are with me for a long time, they know this little strategy here. If you went for this 62.38 FIP, so the FIP on your engulfing candle here, you would see that the market beautifully triggered this and then shoot it to the upside. 1 on 3 risk to reward, 15 pip stop, 45 pip take profit. I just did. Okay. I did something wrong, but there we go. So that's for Euro JPY. Let me first get me a sip of water here. GN, next one. Look at that. Beautiful. Tweezer bottom. You can also call this a beautiful morning star. 1 hour time frame. 30-minute time frame engulfing candle. I think this is obvious. These are tweezer bottom right over here. Even tweezer bottom. 50-minute engulfing right over here, like you can see. Also here, we got some good engulfings, some good rejection. 5-minute time frame, excuse me. I was looking at this one, to be honest. I was like, oof, this is looking good. Breakout, retest, boom. Let's just say entry was around this area. That would be my personal preference to react. 35, yeah, I would go for 40 because it's a big stop loss and you want to give the market room enough to breathe. I never put my stop loss just on low. Almost never, all right? So 38 to 40 pip stop was beautiful. And like you can see, the market just shoot it up. 1 on 7, almost 1 on 7 risk to reward here. Okay, again, look at that. How beautiful the market respects this. Breakout, retest, boom. I can show this thousands of times. Good. NZD Canadian broke out, never came back for the retest. I think this is obvious and simple that we could not react on this one. NZD was an idea from yesterday. Broke out, came back for the retest. First supply zone was the first zone of interest, and then we could go higher into these supply zones. Maybe that could be interesting, but that was not the case. Market reacted beautifully to the downside. NZD-JPY, exactly the same thing here. Breakout, retest, boom. Beautiful opportunity from yesterday. NZD-USD, this was one, I think I gave this one live. Is it possible I gave this one live? No, I didn't. It was only ready at 11, so I just put it on my chart to show you that there was an entry possibility there. Okay, so let's just check what happens. Morning star of the 1 hour. 30-minute time frame, tweezer bottom. 15-minute time frame, what happened? Engulfings, tweezer bottom slash engulfings. 5-minute time frame, what happened? Highs, breakout, retest, boom. Market takes off. Did it take off enough? Nope. We went for 7 pips top. Market went for 40 pips. 102. What do? We go risk free. Sadly enough, because market did smash our take profit during FOMC. But yeah, like I said before, I would be closing out. I would be taking out the risk. I don't want to risk these kind of things during such big news events. There we go. These were the price charts from last week. Let's check the news for today and tomorrow and the rest of the week. What do we have? Let me just do it like this. There we go. We do have a German business climate. I don't know if this is going to impact anything. It's almost there. It's like 1 hour and 12 minutes. New home sales on the USD could react a little bit, but I don't expect the biggest reactions. CHF tomorrow, 9:30, 10. This is important. This could be very, very heavy. And then we have the GDP on Canadian also. Okay, and that's it. So basically what I would be not worried, but focused on, like, be careful when this is happening, is here at 9:30 and 10 on CHF. Here, 2:30 GDP and unemployment. And then also these news events are also pretty good to watch. And then we have Friday, 2:30 Canadian GDP and core PCE from the USD. But today, pretty calm day, if you ask me. Let me just check. I'm scalping a little bit this morning. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. First, put off my sound of my phone. There we go. All right. So that was it for the price chart from last week. Let me just put my Discord open here so I can check with the pairs from yesterday, that I do not miss out on anything that I shared yesterday also. 80 Canadian, we are nothing with this. 80 CHF, to be honest, I would be watching this one because we could see a push to the downside here. We are at supply. We are rejecting on that 1 hour. 30-minute is engulfing. 9 minutes left. 50-minute also giving us a morning star. It would be beautiful if we could break that structure on the 5-minute. Let me get back to that one later. 80 JPY. Let me check what I shared yesterday. Look at that. Okay. Breakout. What was the high that I used? I think this one here. To be honest, I would be more focused here right now. But let me just put the high from yesterday. There we go. Let's see. We are in a bull for a long time already. Now we are breaking highs. We are reacting on supply, so keep that in mind. But we are going with the trend, which is good. Orange flag because we broke out, waiting for the retest. By the way, these would be the two zones I would be interested in. The very first one, and this happens a lot of time in the middle of a move. The market loves to just wait for a moment, for an hour in this case. That would be my first zone of interest to start watching price action. Same thing here. Last push to the downside before the run. This is also a very interesting zone to look at. ADSD, I trapped this one like this last session, so yesterday. There we go. There we go. Let's see if we can get a retest, of course. If not, it is what it is. And we move on. AUD/USD, I had this one yesterday also. I think, yes, that was the breakout retest. Look, I'm not lying. I do share this. It's just not in the public side. So like you see breakout retest, beautiful, beautiful. What we can do right now is just follow up. Market creates a new high, breaks it, and now we can wait for the retest of that high. There we go. What do we have more? Canadian CHFs, ugly. Canadian JPY. Also not really the most clean. There is structure though. We have the low, we have the high. I'm really like multitasking right now. Watching the charts from yesterday, watching my scalp, managing my scalp. Nah. Let me get back to Canadian JPY. I'm not gonna do it right now. Maybe I will trap it later. CHF JPY, nope. Euro AD, beautiful reaction. This little move here, I think this is a 103. Breakout, retest, morning star, 30-minute, engulfing, 15-minute, morning star. I'll just keep showing you this. 5-minute, breakout, retest. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, nope. Euro pound, we were looking for the breakout retest yesterday, but like I said, Christoph showed me this one. I skipped it, but this is basically why I usually skip Euro pound. Look at that price action. It just doesn't look so good, right? Good price drop though. Euro JPY. This one is rising and it just doesn't stop. It was beautiful how we managed to just break out retest all the time. Like breakout, retest, breakout, retest, breakout, retest, breakout, retest. Again and again and again. But I'm not gonna use it today. Euro and ZD. This one is good. I like this one. But let me first check. Is this the spread hour candle? Yes, it is. So let me check. Nope, it doesn't exist. So I'm gonna just ignore that. And I'm gonna use this high. Here we go. I need to change my list, to be honest. I need to get back to FXCM. I know the prices are not correct 100% of the time when it comes down to my broker, but I rather have clear candlesticks that are making sense. Like this is a spread hour candlestick. It doesn't exist on this one here. I just know that FXCM has the cleanest price action. And then you just need to check with your broker how the prices are. I know it's a little bit more work, but I'll rather get the right information than get these weird candles from brokers that maybe want to show you something. GA. I see some charts coming in. I like that. Let me first do this way. Euro Canadian. Euro Canadian. Euro pound. Ah, there you go. You found yourself an entry. Beautiful. I personally stayed away from it. I was like, wow, what's this? What's happening? Just staying away. Euro Canadian, interesting. Did I just skip this one? That's not possible. It is. Oh, damn. Thanks. That's why I like these sessions. Sometimes I just look over something. Maybe because I'm doing too much together. So Euro Canadian, blue flag. This one is retesting. We are in the first zone of interest. We can go lower, of course, but at this point you can start watching price action. Engulfing candle on 30, 15-minute engulfing, 5-minute time frame. We already did get some confirmations there. So yeah, basically, if I was earlier, I would give him this out for the buy. But at this point, yeah, I would just be waiting for some good price action there. first check something. Okay. For some good price action here. So 1 hour is now rejecting, 30 minutes is doing the same thing, 50-minute time frame, same thing. What I would be want to see is like these multiple time frames showing me the candlestick patterns to then maybe have that break of structure on the 5-minute time frame. As long as I do not see that, I'm not gonna buy this. Simple. Okay. GCats. I see another chart coming in. EuroJ, yeah. I was also looking at that kind of move because to be honest, I'm scalping the sell right now. The breakout and the retest. I'm scalping the retest, kind of. I'm in a sell on this little wick on top. But yeah, that's also something I was looking for, but it isn't the cleanest chart. I will get back to that. I will get back. Definitely. It's interesting to watch. G-Chef. Oh, I trapped this one yesterday. How did I do that? Okay, still in between the same zones. Or no, these were the zones. It did give a breakout retest though, but let's just use the new structure. Personally, I wasn't looking at G-Chef. Personally, for me, yesterday was ADCHF, NSDCHF, and NSDJPY. Yeah, CHF, yeah, I know. Two on one day. And I'm not sick. CHF just sometimes has that very clean price action. That's why I do include them right now into my price traps. I know some people who are watching the recording or watching live are like, "What? Are you trading CHF? Since when? Why?" Well, that's why, because the market does create some good price action. Dun, 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 dun. That's hands of the USD. USD Canadian don't like it. USHEV don't like it. UJ no. Gold. We are creating some structure here. Let's see. Oh, aha, that's good. That was my risk-free alerts. Let's go, little bad boy. Drop it like it's hot. So gold, I do like this. So Euro JPY to come back on that, but we do have some other price traps also, like for example, this one here. What I do not like about this is we are like in the middle of a move. We are not really at lows, we are not really at highs, we are in the middle of a move. But yeah, this can be the low, of course. You never know. The market can do whatever the market wants to do. The market doesn't give a fuck what we think. Sorry for the language. It was out of my mouth before I knew it. But having this mindset is so important, in my opinion, because by really accepting that the market can do whatever the market wants to do, you're putting yourself in a position that you will never risk more than you have to because you know the market can go straight to your stop loss, right? Hence the JPY, hence the CHF, same thing here. Very close and small price traps, and we gotta be careful there. Same with NZD, JPY, NZD, no, NZD USD is okay, but NZD JPY, we do have a lot of supply sitting here, so we gotta be careful with that. Okay. If the market breaks up to the upside, it's possible that the market will be respecting these supply zones and just keeps on dropping. Okay. As the Canadian, same thing, but here we got it vice versa. We are with a lot of demand below this support zone, so please be careful the moment the market breaks to the downside. That it is a break, that it's not just a retest of the demand zone and the market start to rise from that point. What a lot of price traps. I think I'm just gonna stop because we have a lot of price traps. Yeah. I will be trapping just Euro JPY here to see if we can get a proper retest out of this and just follow that uptrending market. There we go. Let's see. And I'm gonna leave it with that. Canadian JPY, I'm even gonna just skip it because look at this. Whew, this is a lot. This is really a lot. I do see some charts. Yeah, as the JPY, I just trapped this one. Euro JPY, I also trapped it. Gold, look at that. Whew, beautiful. Was this the idea from it was the idea. Beautiful, beautiful. I missed it. I was like, damn. It just yeah, I just missed it. I saw the Telegram alert, or I saw the alert that there was an idea out. Way too late. I saw it when the take profit was hit, so I was like, ah, happens. You cannot have any trade, of course. Good, so that's it. We're waiting for retest on AUD JPY, AUD NZD, AUD USD, Euro JPY, and Euro Canadian. Euro Canadian, please keep an eye out because can be interesting any moment. I think we can go lower, but watch the price action and we'll be good. And then we have Euro Pound, Euro NZD, Euro USD, GBP CHF, NZD Canadian, NZD CHF, NZD JPY, NZD USD, USD CHF, and gold, where we have all the price shots that still needs to break out. Okay, that was a week's worth of profit. Yeah, and I do like the ideas. I personally, I'm not a big fan of ideas or signals or how you want to call it. But having this in the background, just like personally what I'm doing on a smaller account, just copy and pasting, and it's really paying off. So I really love it. Good. Let's just start going into the cryptocurrency. So I already went over the news. Main crypto here. What is happening? What is happening? Oof, what is this? Okay. Okay, it's interesting to see what I draw like a week before. Every single week I'm looking like, what is this? But it makes sense, all right? What I was basically saying last week is that if we keep respecting structure, we will keep rising. But there is a very high chance that the market will be starting to retrace because of the market breaking the resistance and going back for the retest. Okay, so that's exactly what we have seen here. I also told you we were at this point that the market needs to break above that to really get the confirmation of the higher low. We didn't do that. We just dropped. And now we are at a beautiful retest level for Bitcoin. In my opinion, still bullish. I'm not even thinking about a bear move. Or yeah, I am. Secretly, I am. But yeah, we got the breakout, we got the retest, we are on demand zones. If we can respect it, all good, all good. But please be aware, what are we seeing here? What are we seeing here? Lower highs, lower lows, all right? This could be a sign. I don't think personally that this is the sign that the market will start to drop, but please be aware that there is bearish price action, okay? You can also say it's a bullish flag, which is also good. But yeah, that's a little bit my vision. If we can hold this, we will be going higher from this point. Maybe go back to all-time highs, but that's a little early to say that. But if we go lower, I wouldn't be surprised, especially if you open up the weekly, that we would take out this low here, catch some liquidity, retest that 100K level. I think it's right over here. Yeah, on that low, around the 100. To retest that and then go higher again. Okay, so that's also a big possibility in my eyes. What you could do right now, if you want to go for Bitcoin trades, you can go to that 1 hour, wait for the market to break out and retest that 1 hour time frame, and maybe go to that 15-minute time frame. Here we already here we are getting our confirmations, by the way. So it's a little bit higher risk because of the 15-minute time frame, but we could go and see this one here. Okay, let me just do this with a red arrow, and then on the 1 hour I will put a black arrow on there for next week. We will see how the market will be reacting from this area. Okay, it's perfectly possible that the market goes lower, of course, but just know that this is the type of price action I'm personally looking at if I'm looking for some moves. The dominance is just consolidating. If we take a look at Ethereum, I was looking for the retest to the upside. I know that because we got the break of structure, we did not respect this. We just went higher. Okay, here we also got the breakout retest. It did follow beautifully what I was drawing here, but it just doesn't or didn't respect. Okay, what I'm seeing right now is just a consolidation zone around the all-time high area, which is not the first time these type of things happen. But we need to break out of this zone to really get a next good big move. You can go on lower time frames and spot this way before if we can, for example, have 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame breakouts. But at this point, we are just in a consolidation, and I wouldn't be surprised if the market just sweep these lows here, go below, retest this high, and then start moving higher again. Okay, so I'm still bullish because if you open up the weekly, let me just ask you, how does this look? What do you see? I have 4 minutes left. Okay, that's good. What do you see? Can you help me out? Can you help me out in the chat box? What do you see on Ethereum? If you open up that weekly time frame, what do we see? No one? It's simple. It's something I'm showing you every single morning. Every single morning I'm showing you. What do we see? Really? None of you? Well, I'm waiting. I'm gonna check the smaller pairs. Solana is doing great. By the way, look at that. So bullish. If you're panicking because of these black candles or red candles, depends on your colors. I'm not sure if you're that experienced in the charts. Look at that, beautiful. Also on the demand zone. We can go lower, definitely. But yeah, everything is looking so good. Okay, I don't, I don't get a reaction in the chat box. No worries. If you don't know it, it's not a problem. But what do I see on the weekly time frame? I think it's pretty obvious and pretty simple. We just break out and we retest. Okay, so that's basically why I'm still so bullish on every single cryptocurrency. Same thing for Bitcoin. When do we see breakout retest? Okay, so that's a little bit the vision for me. Of course, I am a long-term person on crypto. I'm watching it on a daily basis, how the market is developing, and I just keep following the highs and the lows. You will never hear me saying things like I expect Bitcoin to go to 200,000 or 1 million or I don't know. These are all like crystal ball theories and yeah, speculations. I rather focus on technical analysis and really technical information than trying to predict what's gonna happen the next months. I just go day by day, week by week, weekly candle by weekly candle, daily candle by daily candle, and that's the way I've done it for yeah since 2018. I've been in the chart since this point here. This was the first time I met Bitcoin. It dropped for 50%. That was also my first investment. So I lost 50%, I think, in 1 week. And I was like, damn, what's this? But because of good mentorship and information, I just bought a bigger bag. And then, yeah, the rest is history, like you can see. That's why I just keep talking about the right information and the right education, the right mentorship. That is so important to have that. Good. I think that's it. I have 1 minute left, so I'm gonna leave it with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. We have a lot of different price traps. The only one that's possible for every moment is like the Euro Canadian, but it's rejecting to the downside, so I expect a drop. But that will be it. You will see all the pairs in the Discord channel. You will also see the recording coming into the Discord channel like usual. And then we see each other back next week, of course. Next week at 8:30 again for another price trap session where we review. I'm gonna have a lot of work here, but where we review all the price traps from today. And of course make some new price traps for the new week. Okay, so thank you all for being here. I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful week, and we see each other back next week. Ciao, ciao.